Hello, my name is Malik Moffett. I am going to be speaking about my experience working for the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power's student engineer program. I was given the opportunity to pursue this experience via the Cal State LA Career Fair this previous fall, 2022. There, I met some recruiters who extended the opportunity to pursue the student engineering program via this flyer that is commonly found online and that is often distributed at the career fair. After receiving my flyer, I took it upon myself to do a little bit more research on the position via handshake that the school has provided an extension to. After submitting my application for the position that I was given after the career fair, I went ahead and began to prep myself for an interview, as I came to find out that I would be having an interview. I was given a call back and told that I was going to be scheduled for an interview in the spring of 2023. So I began to prep myself via mock interviews that I had with my family, as well as with many other professionals that I have worked with that I managed to get into contact with, as well as to reach out to via LinkedIn that I had the opportunity to conduct my mock interviews with as well. In addition to that, I managed to go online and conduct research on the position via Glassdoor and Monster, as well as LinkedIn again, to find out what other people had to say about their experience going to LADWP for their interviews, as well as going on to Reddit and finding out the same thing. And it was actually quite insightful finding out that the interview experience is very straightforward, very unilateral. They don't deviate from the standard process. My experience thus far at the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power is applicable to my curriculum, as I've been learning more about voltage distribution, specifically about 4.8 voltage distribution here in the great city of Los Angeles. How I've been learning more about that is throughout the day, I have been given multiple sets of plans across the city that I've been tasked with to perform voltage calculations and power flow calculations in order to make sure that all the maps that the department has in store are up to date. And how I go about doing that is using Kirchhoff's current laws and Kirchhoff's voltage laws by calculating the power absorption of each of these elements. If you cannot see very well along these black lines, these are transformers, all of which are responsible for various load drop across the city. I benefited from my internship experience working at the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power by gaining various technical skills that the managers, supervisors, and lead engineers have exposed me to, notable of which is SIME, which is the notable power flow calculation tool that we use on a day-to-day basis for the calculation of these feeder plans and the correction of plans to make sure that they are up to date. As if these plans are not up to date, then we have to go in and use our GIS software to make sure that the plans are in correspondence. And if they are not in correspondence, then we would go out and we would speak with our various correspondents in the drafting department to make sure that these changes are made so that these maps can be updated, because it's important that everybody knows that there are certain elements in the field that are missing, because if they're not noted and recognized, then that could be a problem. On top of that, I've been able to network with many engineers here. I'm very thankful for the experience working at the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. I've gained so much knowledge at just being able to see how people really get their power, how people are able to just turn on a light and light bulbs come on, internet comes on, ACs comes on, TVs comes on. It's a very humbling experience to really see how it all goes down, and to be at the forefront of such a large corporation. It's beyond words. One of the things that I'd like to add is just some of the challenges that I'd have to say that I face during the job. Notably, it's learning the science software that the engineers have exposed me to. It is a very rigorous piece of software. It is filled with so many variables that you can use to analyze the various feeder plans that the software is preloaded with. It's quite a feat how these engineers are able to use this on a day-to-day basis, and how little training I have with this software makes me feel somewhat inadequate, but I know that is all a part of the job. That is all a part of the learning experience. And with that learning experience, I've also come to be able to communicate better with the group at explaining the things that I am lacking, as there are so many things that the department has going at the time that it's hard to get a grasp as to what is going on at the time, because one minute we're focusing on a street, next minute we're focusing on an airport, next minute we're focusing on building a distribution station, next minute we're focusing on reconductoring and splicing lines in order to alleviate certain lines that are overloaded and are near capacity to the point of explosion. It's all quite a lot, to say the least. But nonetheless, I have been enjoying my experience here, enjoying my time here. I'm glad that I was selected for this position. They said that there was approximately 700 people that applied. No, I'm sorry, not 700. It was approximately 470 people that applied, and they selected only 43 people. So I am very humbled by the opportunity.